Snapchat family. Hi. So you guys are always suggesting for me to do a Q&A, and I was thinking of doing one here, but don't get too personal. Some of you be wanting to know shit that's none of your damn business. But, you know, general questions. So I'm going to start answering some of the questions. Someone asked me, do I do makeup on clients? I no longer do makeup on anyone but myself. As some of you may know, I used to be a working makeup artist. I've worked at Sephora, MAC, and then I freelance for a while, but I don't anymore. Another question I was just asked is, do I have days where I feel sad, depressed, insecure? Of course I do. I'm a human being. And I know that some days aren't going to be the best, and that's okay. You know, you have days where you feel shitty, and then the next day you wake up and you're like, wait, bitch, do you know who you are? There's going to be days where you feel like shit, and there's going to be people, like how I have my boyfriend, who I can talk to, and he always cheers me up and makes me feel better. You know, just, it's important to know that shitty days will occur, but that doesn't mean you have a shitty life. So, as long as you keep that in mind, you'll be good. Another question is, will I ever move back to New York? I would definitely consider it. I am a New Yorker till I die. Okay. But I came to LA on a mission, and until I complete that mission, I will not be moving back to New York. So, yeah. Someone asked me, how do I keep my nipples from sliding and when I wear low-cut dresses or clothing? And the answer is, I don't. They do whatever they want. Occasionally I have nip slips. Actually, all the time I have nip slips. And I just try to always, you know, adjust my top. Someone asked me if I could have a celebrity best friend, who would it be? And I feel like me and Rihanna would be besties. Maybe because she's a fellow dragon, but we would just smoke weed all day. Someone asked me to say something in my native language, which is Serbo-Croatian. Speak the incorrect hood version of Serbian. I bet you Serbians can't even understand what the fuck I'm saying. I speak all fucking languages, bitch. And don't try to talk shit about me in Spanish, because I know too. Yeah, bitch, I know. Listen, a bitch is bilingual and ain't shit getting by me, okay? Another question I got asked is how to become successful through social media. And I just feel like you have to find what you love. Find something you love to do. Find something you love to do and just do it. There's no secret recipe to a success story. Everyone has a different path and journey. So it's not, if you want to be a makeup artist or a hairstylist or whatever, post your work constantly, every day, a few times a day. Look at me, I post like, consistency is key on social media. Asked me, how did I start getting noticed on Instagram? I mean, look at all this greatness. How could you not be noticed? I'm joking. I'm not, but how did I get noticed? Because I was always posting. I was posting fucking 7 days a week, okay? I've been promoting makeup brands since I got on Instagram, and once makeup brands seen that there was a huge market, I started getting shout outs from big companies. I used to get shout outs from friends back in the day who had a lot of followers. One of them was Alyssa Kisso on Instagram. She I will never forget her. Also to mention, I've always been on social media since I was like a teenager. It's always been a big part of my life for some reason, and it just, media. Someone just asked me an interesting question. Why collab instead of doing your own line? I don't want my own line. I don't want a makeup line. Why? For what? Everything is not for everyone. I enjoy doing collabs because I get to do the creative part. I don't want to fucking put in hours making a fucking makeup brand. What do I look like? I work better when I get to just create and just be artistic and just be creative. Having my own brand, not gonna happen. Plus, just because you're a makeup artist or a hairstylist doesn't mean you should open up your own brand of whatever. That doesn't work for everyone, and it's not for everyone. Someone asked me, do I get facials? And I've actually never gotten a facial. I don't know what planet I live on, but yeah, I've never gotten a facial in my life. Another important question I just got was I ever bullied in school? And yes, I was bullied in middle school, and I will never forget. I was bullied in middle school. I'm not going to mention her name because she's irrelevant. But yeah, why do you think I'm such a savage now? I will say though, being bullied made me stronger, made me the bitch that I am today, and I'm proud of it. Being bullied, all it ever taught me was you need to stand up for yourself. That's it. Don't let anyone fucking push you around like you're some fucking bum bitch. But I will say one thing though, being that I've grown up into such a beautiful beast, if I seen that bitch today, woo! Let's just say I would take out all my motherfucking anger on her fucking face. Let me not. Let me simmer. But the cunt did some good to my life. Maybe I wouldn't be as strong if it wasn't for her, so kudos. How do I keep my teeth white? I don't. They are veneers. I don't have to keep them white. I got them the lightest shade on earth. Who's your plastic surgeon? Bitch, I don't have one. What surgery? What surgery? What? What? Do I look like a bitch that's gonna be lying about some fucking surgery? I'll be the first one bragging if I got surgery, you dumb bitch. Anyways, I get fillers and Botox. Everyone, you guys don't bother trying me at one fucking moment of the day. No, I never had plastic surgery. Bitch said, why you lying? We could Google your pictures. Google them, bitch. Google them. That was 10 years ago. Who doesn't look different from 10 years ago? Bitch, you look different from 10 years ago. Who are you, peasant? Fuck, I gotta lie to you. Or anyone for that matter. Who are you? Who are you? Women no longer have to resort to plastic surgery. That's what fillers and Botox are for. But you simple bitches would understand that because you're fucking basic. Someone asked me, do I want to have kids with my boyfriend? Of course I do. I already have names for them, boy and girl. They're written in my note. Someone asked me if I know Yelena Karlusha, and it's like, how could you not know Yelena Karlusha? Of course, she's a star. She's a Yugo star. I grew up listening to her and Seka Alexic. They were my two favorite singers when I was younger. People always used to tell me I resembled Seka Alexic back in the day. I used to get so gassed. So like, oh my god, me? Really? Someone asked me why I don't go to group makeup trips, because I don't do group trips. It's not really my style, if you know what I mean. Someone asked me, is there another vacation coming soon? And you're damn right, there is one very soon. And as usual, you guys will be spending it with me because you know I am stingy to show you where I am, what I'm doing, and all the fun and the behind the scenes. Someone asked me if I know how to speak Albanian, and the only thing I know how to say in Albanian is Chief Shannon. Okay? And of course it would be a curse word because I don't know any good words. Someone asked me what was my favorite place to travel to, and it was DR, the Dominican Republic. The food was amazing, the service was amazing, everything was amazing. Someone asked where is my boyfriend from, and he is from the Dominican Republic. Dominicano. Someone asked me if I would ever skydive, and never, ever. I am deadly scared of heights. Funny story, when we moved into our apartment, it was my first time ever having a balcony, and I stepped on the balcony and I thought the balcony would break. That's how scared I am of heights. I'm obviously more comfortable now. I love my balcony, but I am really scared of heights. I hate roller coasters or anything that gives me a fucking that feeling where you feel like your fucking stomach is gonna come out of your mouth. Someone asked me, do I have tattoos? And I have 3, one on my wrist, one on my neck, and one on my spine. Asked me, do I work out? No, I haven't worked out in quite some time, but I do want to start working out just cause I want to be healthy and shit. Someone also asked me, how do I maintain my weight? And I really don't. It maintains on its own. It has its own nature, and I just follow it wherever it goes. A few months I'm thick, then I'd like to thank my mom for giving me some bomb-ass jeans, you know? And I don't mean jeans, pants, I mean jeans. As far as my skincare routine, it's pretty embarrassing. I've said that before. Nothing has changed. But I will post the products that I do use. Someone asked me how long have me and my boyfriend been together, and been together for 5 years, going on 6. We financially struggled for the first 3 years. That was rough. And now we get to enjoy life together and be happy and live in. Answer your question, are we going to get married? Yes, we are. On our time. Whenever that happens. Neither one of us are rushing for anything. Things will happen when they're supposed to happen. Yeah. Most importantly, what matters to us most, being each other's best friend, and, you know, make sure you find someone. Don't just get married just to get married. Marriage isn't just, oh, you know, fancy ring, a fucking wedding dress, and a big ass wedding. You have to love the person that you're with. You have to genuinely love the person that you're with. I think the main key is just to find happiness with the person you're with, and all the other steps will happen naturally. Kids, marriage, you know. Someone asked me, do I know how to drive? The answer is yes, but I don't like driving. It's not my favorite thing to do in the world. I'd rather be in the passenger seat, snapping and talking to you guys. For the record, my seatbelt is always on. You just can't see it because I'm slick like that. Someone asked me, how do I deal with people digging up my old pictures? I mean, people will do what they do. You know, mostly peasants do shit like that. And peasants I can't really relate to. I don't deal with it. It goes over my head. I mean, I don't give a fuck what I look like back then. Bitch, I look good now. So someone asked me to share an embarrassing moment, and this is by far the most embarrassing thing I've ever done known to mankind. We were exiting the movie theaters. We were on a date, and I walked in to the fucking window. I walked in the window. Like, it was obviously really clear, and I didn't know. And I fucking hit my head so hard, and Bae was laughing at me first. Someone asked me, will I ever try doing YouTube again? Hell no. But I do want to do Instagram tutorials. I really like those. It's me, am I still working on the wigs? Yes, I am still working on the wigs. It's taken forever, but they are gonna. Another good question is, will I ever collab in anything other than makeup? Yes, 100%. I can do it all. I am a jack of all trades. Yeah, I mean, I would collab on fashion, shoes, you know, accessories. Bitch, write me a song and I'll fucking record a song. I just need a ghostwriter because I have no bars. But I could make a hit song, what? Someone asked me, was I in New York when 9/11 happened? And yeah, I was in middle school. I was in school and I got picked up early. My school was in Midtown Manhattan and 9/11 was in downtown, so it wasn't actually too far from my school. And I remember it was like, I remember when I got home and watched it on the news, like I didn't even believe it was real. Like I was like, what? How can this even be possible? Long story short, it was one of the most unforgettable, sadly unforgettable days I've ever encountered. Someone asked me, what tip do I have for maintaining a long relationship? And I would definitely have to say communication is key, my friend. And I feel like being honest and saying what you really feel and how you feel, and don't hide your feelings in relationships. Be who you are. Someone asked me, do I play any sports and do I like sports? Yes and yes. I actually was really into sports in high school, back in my tomboy days. I'm not saying I'm not into it now. I just don't have really time to be like, oh, I'm gonna go to the park and play ball. I used to love playing handball. That was my shit in high school. I love basketball. Football gets a little rough, you know, having big boobs. This was a makeup question. How do I get my makeup to stay on all day? I feel like baking with the Laura Mercier translucent powder really makes the biggest difference. I feel like it keeps the makeup on and it just keeps it set the whole day. Like my makeup does not move, budge, crease, like it just stays.